Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons, where you can be part of the Shannons Club. Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, Pace Farm, and Duncan Foster Engineering.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Classic Restos, and there's no better way than to start today's show than driving a muscle car to a muscle car event. And as I roll along in the Fletch wheelie bus, you need to see this.
It's thanks to Shannons. Ask about multi-policy discounts and sign up for the Shannons Club. Call 134646 for a quote and see more at shannons.com.au. For oils, coolants, additives and technical assistance, Oil Right, use Penrite. And Hare and Forbes has the range. Buy online at machineryhouse.com.au. And on today's show, I'm in the Northern Beaches part of New South Wales, just north of Sydney. And it's been a while since I've been in this region. But if the Fletchy Diary is free, I'm here. Welcome to the 2016 Northern Beaches Muscle Car Show. Here is yet another car event sponsored by Shannons Insurance. Who else in the insurance world has a heart bigger to support than Shannons? And when it comes to raising a wad of cash for the Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation, wow, what better way is there to spend your Sunday? Now, this Northern Beaches muscle cars are relatively brand new. At time of this episode of filming, they've been established around 8 months and has grown from 100 members to over 2,000. This show is all about getting like-minded enthusiasts out and enjoying quality time with friends and family. All types of vehicles are welcome. There is no membership fee. Monies today from entry and from a silent auction is off to the Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation. So what more can we say? It's time now to go and find some people that were good enough to come along and support this fantastic event. I tell you what, talk about a ritzy 5-star event and a venue. Wow. Welcome to today's show, Carmine.
No, thank you very much, Fletch. I'm very happy to have you here today. I'm actually very, very honoured to have you here today, Fletch.
Oh, look, it's my pleasure. Carmine, the event organiser for the 2016 Northern Beaches Muscle Cars Car Show. Wow, the variance that's turning up here in this beautiful setting, you must be happy.
Fletch, look, I'm over the moon at the moment. I mean, we're at one of the most exclusive event venues here in Sydney, Miramar Reception Lounge. And as you can see, there is a great variety of cars throughout the whole place. And it's very overwhelming, to be honest with you.
Carmine, proceeds are off to a great cause too, I believe.
Yes, mate, they're going off to the Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation, Fletcher, and hoping we can make a difference to the hospital.
There's just no better reason than to get out of bed on a Sunday morning, is there?
No, there's not, mate. Look, nice sunny day today, so no, it's really good.
Good on you. Now, come on, have you guys got a website if people want to find out more information about you?
Yeah, if you go on to www.northernbeachesmusclecars.com.au, jump on there, have a look, get involved. It's a great club. Families are all welcome, and it's all about families at the end of the day.
Yep. Look, you're a great bunch of people. I mean, the people over at the barbecue doing a great job. The people, you know, I mean, you guys setting up inside, the pavilion, would you call it? I mean, that's just another 5-star area in there. But you are a great group of people, all standing for great things. And this is the nice thing that sits behind most of all of our motoring shows.
It is, Fletcher. Look, I mean, they're all a bunch of really nice guys here. A lot of the members actually got out of bed early this morning to come out and...
That's a first.
Yeah, they all got out of bed this morning to come and help us set up. So to all those guys and girls, thank you very much for all that.
Good on you. Let you get back to it, Carmine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fletch. Enjoy your day.
You're welcome. How cool is this? We're inside this 5-star establishment. How are you, Tony?
Very well, Fletch. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Special invitation. How'd you get in here?
Yeah, Carmen saw me at one of the car shows and invited me over.
What a top guy he is.
He's a nice bloke, yeah.
There are some incredible cars here. I didn't even know this venue was here. What a show. Now, you've got a very special car. Tell us about this car, Tony.
Okay, it's a 1978 Cobra, built number 322. Come out of Victoria. Unrestored car.
Unrestored.
Yep, unrestored vehicle. 15,000 Ks.
Now, Tony, when I see this car, it just takes me back to Moffat, the fastest man at Bathurst in 1978, managing 151 miles an hour down Conrod. Okay, he had a 351, this is the 302, doesn't matter, it's the style of the vehicle that just takes you back there. Now, speaking of which, do you know how many 351s were made and how many 302s were made?
Yeah, there was 200 of each. Yep. And a lot of history in these cars.
Absolutely, I mean the factory options too.
Yeah, well, we've got power windows, air conditioning, power steering. Yeah.
They really were a luxury muscle car, weren't they?
It was the end of an era, end of the coupes, last of the two doors.
Absolutely. I mean, the last of the XC, I mean, just transitioning into the XD, they were a very, very good car, the XC. There was no doubt about that.
Yeah, they're a good car, good to drive. Yeah.
Now, the interior, wow, it looks like there's never been a bum on the seat.
Yeah, well, because it's a low kilometre car, it's very clean. Yeah.
How many Ks has it done, Tony?
15,500 at the moment. Yeah.
Do you know who had it before you or what sort of life it had?
Came out of Victoria. I bought it from the second owner from Victoria. Still got the original plates that came with the car when it was first registered. It's a good car, yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I love it, actually.
I mean, these cars give us all a very special feeling, but to have something where you've got some history, it just means that much more. Now, even in the back, in the trunk, in the boot area there, the original mat there just looks fabulous.
Yeah, well, the whole car being unrestored, and that the only unrestored once, as people say. There's a magazine. Made the front cover of Aussie Muscle magazine.
Well, so well deserved, mate.
Thank you very much.
Good on you. Nah, thanks, Tony. Thanks for turning up. I mean, I think it's worthy. 1978 Cobra, 4.9 302 Clevo sitting up front there. And as you said, it's air conditioning, power steering, power windows, original paint. What a stunning car, mate.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Tony.
Thank you.
You are watching the 2016 Northern Beaches Muscle Cars Car Show. And you're seeing it first on Classic Restos. Back with more right after this.
I spend a lot of time out here. The RT Charger's the real deal. An E49. Remember A-Charger? I've always got projects on the go, so Shannon's laid-up cover helps protect my restorations. I'm Mopar through and through. It's a passion Shannon's understands. I wouldn't insure my cars and bikes with anyone else.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Penrite, Australian-made, family-owned and operated. Make premium quality engine and racing oils, warranty-approved coolants, automatic transmission and manual gear oils, a complete range of engine and fuel additives, heavy-duty and industrial products for every application. Visit penriteoil.com for more information. Penrite, Australian-made for Australian conditions since 1926.
If you have a restoration project, Hare and Forbes has the tools that you need. Look at these restoration products: shrinker stretchers, dollies, mallets, bead rollers, profile gauges, professional panel restoration kits, and so much more. Now I warn you, enter at your own risk because you will end up buying something. So come along to your Cap City store or browse and buy online at machineryhouse.com.au because Hare and Forbes has the range. Through and outside we go. Time for the first Holden on today's show. Hello, James.
How you going, Fletch? How you going?
Good, you?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
That is... Oh, isn't it beautiful here?
Yeah.
Absolutely glorious. Talking of glorious, you've got a nice Ute here. Now, I thought I'd pick on you. You've done a couple of different things to this. Now, you've got a bit of history. You want to give us a rundown on this Ute?
Yeah, was the old man's old EH. Used to be the workhorse. He was a plumber. So I've inherited it and done a few mods myself. So... Yeah.
1964 EH would have been sporting the 179.
179, yeah. It's a bit different now. So
I mean, being a plumber, usually they turn their vehicles over fairly regularly. I mean, he kept this for a long time.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. It's had a respray probably 15 years ago, then sat in the garage since. So
Did it get a little beat up when he had it in the trade?
not too bad, not too bad. It's still got the original tray and everything's the same in there. The wheel arches are good, so yeah.
A few scratches maybe from a couple of lengths of 1/2 inch 20 scraping up the side.
A few cattle dogs in the back too, so yeah.
Speaking of out back too, in around the tarp too, you can still see the holes there where the builders' racks were.
Yeah, still got the racks, and sometimes put them on, put the old ladders back on and things like that. So
How cool is this? And to think it was your dad's as well.
yeah, that's it. So
Yeah,
family heirloom, this one.
Okay, so how long ago did your father pass?
10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So
Well, look, this is what it's all about. You're keeping fantastic legacy here with the Ute. Now let's talk about engine up front. Now looks like a 308. What's going on there, James?
yeah, 308 as far as we can see, and then straight out to 355 and roller cam and all the nice stuff. So
The thing must fly.
yeah, she goes all right.
I mean, not a heavy vehicle by any means, the little EH. And I mean, great style of car. You got all that mumbo up front. It must feel really good under the right foot.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Yeah, it lets us sleep.
Okay, James, you've got a family member with you today.
Yeah. Brought my niece Zoe along for the ride this morning. So yeah, she's loving it.
How cool's that?
Yeah, keep it in the family.
Yeah, that's good too. And inside shot there, the just the famous look, the EH with the gauges up on top of the dashboard there.
Yeah, they look good. Not a standard thing, but yeah. So.
That's what they always used to do. I think back as a kid, and you'd look inside the EHs, and the P-platers used to drive them back in the 70s, and you'd see those gauges up on the dash, and you used to think, wow.
Yeah, nice and chrome. So yeah.
That's awesome. Now, in terms of build, did it take you long to get it to this stage, James?
Oh, well, so 10 years ago, I basically inherited it then, and then just a slow process, and got on the road in 2013. So, yeah, it took about 7-8 years, and we're still building, never stops. So,
Okay, James, driveline, what have you done there?
so driveline, we got a turbo 350, not fully manualised, and a VL Borg Warner diff, 27 spline axles.
What's your ratio?
345. Yeah. So yeah, thinking about changing it, but still nice to drive. So yeah.
345, a bit revvy on the freeway, but certainly good down low.
Petrol consumption. That's the thing. So
I guess it depends on the sort of running that you do. If you don't do a lot of freeway work and it's more around town, you'll get away with 345 all day long.
yeah, that's it. I'm thinking about changing to get turbo 700 to get that extra gear.
Yep.
But yeah, that's down the track. So yeah.
Okay, James. Now tyres and wheels. Which way have you gone?
Tyres and wheels. I've got Simmons at the moment. Just picked them up. I think they set it off quite nice. So yeah.
Good on you, mate. All right, well, thank you very much, James. Wonderful catching up with you out here in the field, and 355 powered EH Ute. Well, when it comes to a tradesman's vehicle, it doesn't get much cooler than that.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, time for Ma Mopar on today's show. Hello, Mansel.
Hey Fletch, how are you?
Good, mate. Good. Supporting club member, and welcome to today.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Okay, you are more than welcome. Now, have a look at this 69 Charger, would you? What do we say here? We talk iconic shape / custom / awesome. We just keep on going here, don't we?
You can't stop, we just love these cars.
You're off the scale with this. Give us a rundown on what you've actually done to the car, Mansel.
We started from scratch from, it was a paint strip, bare metal.
He's tired already.
I don't know where to go. It was my son and I. We had long hours in the garage together. It was great.
Fantastic bonding thing with you and your son, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We get along well.
That's great. Mansel, the level of customisation that you've done here, it's done so tastefully nice. I mean, I don't know where to start first. I guess we look at the interior, we look at the beautiful seats, the upholstery, what you've done there.
Oh yeah, all leather.
We look up on the dashboard now. I mean, what you've done there with your instrumentation, I mean, wow.
It's, again, it's factory, aftermarket factory. Yeah. The taste was just great.
Mansel, you've always been a car guy, have you? Like, where does the Charger go back with you in your life?
I've always been a car guy. Charger, my son took me into it. He loves these cars. He loves the movies, the Dukes of Hazzards and the Fast and the Furious. He goes, we got to do one of these, Dad. I said, all right, let's try. Let's give it a go. Let's see where we get to.
It's a very interesting shape, this Dodge Charger. I mean, it helped to save Dodge back in the late 60s, down as one of the sexiest shapes that they ever came up with. And it is a sensational looking car. Now, we have to talk about paint on this car. That iridescent, that reflective red, that fleck that you've got in the paint, that's amazing as well.
Yeah, it's a custom colour that we made up at the workshop. It's a 3-layer red pearl, and in this sun, it's just it sparkles.
It just pops, Mansel, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I love it.
Okay, now the chrome go-go department up front under the hood there, what have you done there?
It's a 408 stroker, little mild cam in it, just off the shelf. Yeah.
I mean, one of these things, amazing thing about the shape of this car, it could have a slant 6 in it. Driving down the road, doesn't matter, it's still just going to turn as many heads, isn't it?
It's a head turner, absolutely. Everybody looks and starts taking videos while I'm driving, and yeah, it's fun.
Mansel, got some big wheels going on there. What's the story?
They're 20-inch Foose wheels. I think they're the Foose Legends.
Yeah.
I couldn't go beyond them. It's it looks fantastic on the car. And it pops as well.
Would you have gone bigger if you could have?
My son wanted to go bigger. No, we'll stick to the 20s. That'll do.
Would have pimped it right out, Mansel.
Yeah, he loves these cars as well. Yeah, he wanted to lower it. I said, no, we'll just stick to the custom standard height, and that'll do.
You've got your own touch up front with the grill area too.
Yes, that was a custom grill. It's a billet grill we've bought from the States, and we just made it to fit and to suit.
Good on you, mate. And just in ending, tell us your thoughts on today. Now, this is the annual show here. This is just massive.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. A lot of beautiful cars. It's amazing. A lot of people who's coming down to see these nice cars. I'm amazed at how many people are here. Yeah. It's beautiful to see them.
Yeah. Good on you guys too, the Northern Beaches Muscle Cars. You guys do an awesome job. Good on you. Thanks, Mansel.
Thank you, Fletch. Thank you.
This is what every 69 Charger needs in the back here. 3 200-watt subs. Yes, bit of doof going on, bit of a back massage unit. This is fully sick. 2017 is going to be a huge year for Fletch Tours, and I think you should have your name on it. Have a look at this.
There is nothing quite like a Fletch Tour. Carlisle or Ford Nationals, GM Nationals and Chrysler Nationals await you.
Book a Fletch Tour. It's amazing.
We've seen some absolutely amazing cars.
What an event.
Experience Route 66 from Chicago to Vegas, or choose the Detroit Tour.
I would make it a point to go to Fletch Tours and come to Detroit.
There are 5 Fletch Tours. Select the one that suits you best. See FletchTours.com or contact All Things Travel, Lara.
Heron Forbes Machinery House has been family owned and operated for over 85 years, and it's easy to see why. And with a range like this, you cannot go wrong. Planning on welding? Look at these welding tables and clamps, air compressors and different air tools, sandblasting cabinets, through to spray guns. Everyone is welcome at Machinery House, and they're also open Saturday mornings. Their range of machine tools are workshop tested. There are competitive freight rates around Australia, and you can buy online at machineryhouse.com.au. So remember, Hare and Forbes has the range.
In 1926, Australia's Penrite Oil Company was established. Almost 90 years of research, development and refining under the harsh Australian conditions has made Penrite Oil what it is today. Precision, performance, reliability and protection. Championship winning products. Trust Penrite.
Every weekend around Australia, motoring enthusiasts get together to share their passion for cars and bikes. It's a passion that brings us together. All sorts of people, all sorts of cars and bikes. From the classics of today to the classics of tomorrow. At Shannons, we understand enthusiasts. So when it comes to insurance, it's got to be Shannons. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Moving on through, here's a car that you don't see every day on Classic Restos, a B-Port Rotary. We got Jason. How you doing?
Good, Fletch. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. 1973 Mazda. It's a nice car.
Thank you very much.
Now, a bit of the level of cleverness here. You've gone custom, a few mods. First of all, though, the shape of the car. I like these Mazdas. Always have done. I think they're a very stylish car. To the point where I'm surprised that we don't see more of these on the road. What's your theory on that?
It's more of it coming down to it being rare. It's very hard to find parts sometimes, and the price as well. Sometimes price of parts can be pretty dear. So, it just all depends on what you want to do, really.
Yep.
So,
mate, they're a stylish car, even like back in the days of the Capella as well.
Yeah, the Capella. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, now how long have you had this car?
I've had this car for 4 years now.
Yeah, good on you. Run through some of the things you've done to it.
So, Fletch, the things I've done to the car is I've done the new engine conversion. So it's a Series 5 RX-7 13B turbo with Series 5 RX-7 Series 5 gearbox, and also a Toyota Hilux diff. It's got new suspension all around, new bushes, new brakes off a Series 6 RX-7. We've done the Recaro seats. We've kept the interior pretty original, just because you can't beat Mazda. It looks unreal. So we've done that. Also with the automated dash, to obviously add a bit of muscle to it. So we've kept the car pretty original. It does have a few things like the shaved indicators. Engine bay's all been shaved as well. The wiring's been hidden, just to keep the car nice and smooth. That was the whole idea about this car. So.
Yeah, so you've known your own levels of how far to go with it to keep it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So the idea is just to keep it a nice, smooth, flowing car, and just keep it all colour coded and everything.
Now, explain to the people out there that you're a Rotary aficionado. Explain the B port. What does that mean?
B port is the engine. So it's Bridgeport. Well, this engine now is an extended port, but my previous engine was a Bridgeport, so that's what it stands for, Bridgeport. Right. But now it's got a pretty big port in it now, so I'll just call it Big Port.
And what sort of revs does it do? Because, I mean, these things scream, don't they?
Yeah, this thing revs about 9 to 10 grand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's happy to do that. Yeah. I don't rev it that hard just to keep it safe, but if I do want to, 9, 10 grand, it'll do it.
So obviously, when we talk rotaries, I mean, we're not talking. It's not about torque. It's about RPM, isn't it?
It's about revs. Yeah. It's all about the revs.
Jason, the paint's nice as well. What's the colour there?
It's actually Alfa Romeo colour that we've mucked around a bit just to make it a personal touch to the car, and also we've spent a lot of time on the body getting it right, and also getting all the gaps right, and just making it really stand out from the crowd.
Look, Mazda they've always been a good car. Mazda has always built a really good product, as we alluded to earlier with the Capellas, the RX-4s. I mean, they were always really good back in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they've done a fantastic job. I mean, all the way from RX-2 all the way to RX-7, even to the RX-8, they've done extremely well. The cars are they're unbelievable to drive. Very well balanced car.
They're very well finished. This is where the Japanese really, particularly in the 60s and 70s, really started to get a bit of an edge on the Australian car market, the way they finish their finished product.
Oh, definitely, yeah. No, they've done extremely well, especially being such a small car, small engine, to keep up with the V8s and the bigger capacity cars. They've done extremely well.
Well, good on you, Jason. Thanks for bringing this Mazda along. It's certainly a Japanese classic here today, and it's good to see, mate. Well done.
No worries, Fletch. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Time for another Holden on today's show. Now, this is another car that we don't often see on Classic Restos. We have a 1971 GTR Torana. Lorenzo's the owner. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, Fletch. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming along today and supporting a great cause for the Children's Hospital.
It's good to do something for the kids and help them out.
Good for you, Lorenzo. Now, you've got an XU1 badge on the side. We're talking a replica here, right?
Yeah, definitely a replica.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Well, it's tastefully done. I mean, to have a GTR in this day and age and not have the XU1 under it, I mean, I can understand how you've gone the extra mile there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Tell us what you've done with the 202 with the triples.
It's got oversized pistons, bigger cam, high energy sump, so pretty much everything you can pretty much do to 202.
I like what you've done because you haven't gone too overboard. It still, aesthetically looks period correct, which then takes us to the inside of the car. I like the interior, the original seats. This car obviously hasn't had a hard life. What do you know about it before you got it?
The guy painted it in 1996 and did all the interior, rebuilt the motor, so he spent all the big money and I just bought it off him.
Good car to drive?
Excellent car to drive. Fun.
I mean, they're very light. I mean, I think they're not even a ton.
Nah, 950 I think it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty good power to weight ratio. You start putting a couple of hundred horsepower under the bonnet. It's a fun ride.
Definitely pocket rocket.
Okay, so where to from here, Lorenzo? Are you going to keep this car exactly the way it is now?
Definitely keep it the way it is. Untouched.
Yeah, you're not going to sell it?
Nah, never.
No. See, they reckon they're good investments. Well, they're only a good investment if you sell them. But if you don't sell them, you end up dying with them, don't you?
Definitely. Keep it for my kids.
Yeah, absolutely. No, good on you, Lorenzo. Well, thank you for coming on today and bringing this GTR Torana, or the XU1, mate. Well done.
Thanks, Fletch. Appreciate it.
Well, that's it. You've seen just some of the 2016 Northern Beaches Muscle Cars Car Show, and you've seen it first on Classic Restos. Until next week, no matter where you're watching Classic Restos from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you very much for watching.
You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Classic Restos TV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au.
Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons, where you can be part of the Shannons Club. Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, Pace Farm, and Duncan Foster Engineering.